Hey guys, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to share with you the most important chart you should be watching right now if you're trying to make a bunch of money trading options in this stock market. So this is a move 13 in oil, guys. We've been paying very close attention to oil, and this formation right here, we hit a bottom at 75. We start sending messages in our alert group telling everybody to pile up in a bunch of call positions. Now, let me explain the importance of this chart. Oil has been dropping for quite some time. If we go more to a fundamental stance on oil, not so long ago, a few months ago, oil was above 100 bucks. It was actually at one point it hit 130 on the news of the war. So since then, oil is pretty much 40% off from where it's been. And all this inflation talk, right? Well, oil is your barometer of inflation. I mean, oil basically represents a good picture of where things are going. And you know, oil is used to transport most of the goods. So a portion of the cost of anything we buy basically calculate the cost of oil in that, because something has to be delivered somewhere. Where we're buying stuff from China here in the States. From, everything has to be transported. There's oil involved in the pricing of every product that you buy. So the higher the oil costs, hey, the higher the inflation. But you don't have to be the brightest person in the group to figure out that, hold on, if oil goes down by 40%, well, shit, that's going to affect the shipping costs. There's always a little bit of a delay effect on everything, but the shipping costs will be coming down as a result. Not immediately, but we will see the fruit of that relatively soon. The next few reports, those economic data reports are going to be coming out. There's going to be zero reason for the Fed to raise rates because of what I just explained to you with oil. So you see a little bit of a move lower in inflation. You're going to see some other bad economic reports that gives the Fed a reason to actually pause the rate hikes. Or maybe even instead of half a point, we can only see a quarter point. Or they completely turn the stance on the rate hikes going into December meeting. I actually have one guaranteed way to prove to you that Fed has a 90% chance of not raising the rates at all in December, but I'm going to leave that for another video. Right now, I want you to focus, how do you trade this? What kind of correlation does this have? So remember, any disequilibrium in the market, in other words, when something just goes down by a lot within a very short amount of time, it gets the markets off balance. So you don't want oil to be dropping sharply every day. That is a negative for the market. At the same time, if oil goes sharply higher, it's the same thing. It's a negative for the market. If oil just stabilizes here around 80 bucks, it's still going to be 40% discount to some of the recent highs oil had this year. But at this level, all of a sudden, when you go to a gas pump, your gas expense is going to go drastically lower because this gas prices will adjust with the price of oil. Just give it a little bit of time. The cost of certain goods, the cost of transportation of goods goes down, is going to be impacted within the cost of everything that you're looking to consume as an individual. So, guys, this is very bullish circumstance for the markets. When you see a move 13 like this is a bottom in oil. It's at 75. It's been set today. It's done. You're not going to see any huge moves in oil like that in the foreseeable future. And so as long as we just stay right here, right around 80 to 85 oil, it's actually very beneficial for the market. So considering this is a move 13 and we've set the bottom, the next move is slightly sideways to higher. Oil at this point is not highly bearish, so what you want to do is take advantage of this situation as the markets are stabilizing. If you listen to a lot of videos I've placed on this channel recently in the last 30 days, we've called the bottom in bonds. When bonds were dropping to 92, 93 on TLT, we've called the bottom on that. We've called the bottom in many various sectors. And now we're calling for the bottom in oil prices. Now, it's short-term bottom. It doesn't mean that oil cannot drop below 75, but in the foreseeable future, in the next 30 to 60 days, this sort of development is highly, highly bullish. We know where the bottom is in. We know that from here, there's going to be no crazy drops and bounces like this. If oil stays between 80 and 85, the market comes to its perfect balancing point, and the market could actually stage a rally. Now, when you combine this information with the rest of the market, last week, the market did not crash, it paused. The market paused. So pay attention to this level of 39.60. I posted a video last Monday saying, look, this is a magic level for the market, 39.60, 39.60. If we break that level in a meaningful way, which we attempted a couple of times last week, the level actually held really, really nice, really, really strong. We've bounced pretty much every time we pierced the level of 39.60, 39.50, dropped below at one instance, 30 points below, but within the short time frame, bounced. That tells you you're in a very early inning of this next big bullish move higher, because every time the market is developing and accumulating energy to move higher, it normally would do it under a meaningful level, like a 4,000, a psychologically meaningful level, okay? So market's accumulating its energy right around 39.50, 39.60, give or take, plus minus 20 points, okay? It's an accumulation process. And so it's not an ideal environment for making a ton of money on calls or puts. So it doesn't matter if you're a bull or a bear, you really have to identify those entries opportunities. Unfortunately, really horrible week, because last week just nothing was moving, right? It was just nothing moving despite of all odds. Stocks like Nvidia, which normally on a second day after the earnings report has a 98% probability of always moving higher, okay? And this is one of these odd 1-2% chances where it doesn't. But the market right now represents an insane entry. We finally set a bottom in oil, guys. We go way, way higher from here. It's just a matter of time before the market accumulates the energy to rocket higher from here. So considering it's a Thanksgiving week, what should you expect? Normally volatility would go lower. And right after the Thanksgiving break, guys, Friday, only half a day trade in the market, but Monday, okay, Friday, Monday could be phenomenal days where the market conquers that level of 4,000. We see a meaningful move higher. We can get a meaningful move higher today. But of course, the killer trades, guys, on the call side, if you were trading with me individually, we're trading all puts and calls since last week. And so this move here, guys, makes you hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars when it comes to trading, not just futures on oil, but we specifically trade options on futures. And if you're not using that right now, you're missing out on some killer trading opportunities, because overall the market is not moving. But this is where your trade is. So if you don't know how to trade calls, puts on oil futures, make sure you schedule a 20-minute coaching call, guys. This opportunity is insane. This is the kind of stuff that you live for as a trader. I mean, this is a round-trip trade where you make money on puts first and you make money on calls. Beautiful, beautiful trade. Congratulations to some of our alert members, some of our coaching members that have been participating in this trade, guys. Some of you just paid for your house. Congratulations. So if you want to develop more knowledge on how to capture some crazy moves like this, guys, make sure you don't miss the next one. I kind of showed you in generally where the next move is going to be. It's going to be higher. In a lot of things, the next move is going to be higher. But there's particular trades out there that I don't want you guys to miss. So in order to do that, set up your account the right way. If you still don't know how to set up your account where you're under 25K maybe and you're worried about everyday trades you take, screw that, okay? There's a better way where you can take unlimited trades, okay, without a damn cash account. Please get rid of that fucking cash account, guys. It damages more traders. You miss more killer opportunities than you can possibly foresee ever in your lifetime as a trader. I don't want you to make silly mistakes like that. Get a real trading account, set up margins, set up futures account, call 13 market moves if you need help with that. Make sure you don't miss on crazy moves like that. This is what gets you paid, guys. So congratulations again, and listen, stay on the right side of the market. Everybody's so fucking bearish. One more video or one more fucking thing I'm gonna see about this FTX bullshit. Again, FTX is the reason to buy Bitcoin, not sell it. The market sometimes will pause, but don't mistaken 30, 40 point drops in the market as a bear move. We are officially in a highly bullish market situation. The Fed is cornered. They are in a corner. Checkmate for the Fed. There ain't shit they can do, okay? They're gonna have to pause, they're gonna have to slow down, and all of these things are highly bullish for the market. As long as we don't get oil rocketing to $150, okay, the market is going to rock higher. So if you care to particularly understand specific trades that we take on a daily basis, make sure you sign up for a one-on-one coaching at 13mmtv.com. If you have any questions at all about trading, about setting up your account for trading options and futures, any questions at all about trading, guys, make sure you schedule a call at 13marketmoves.com or 13mmtv.com. I'll catch you guys in the next video soon. Let's roll. Next move higher and a lot of stuff.